What's up, everybody? My name is Jason, and welcome to the $10,000 EIDL grant stimulus update. Two rumors. It's Monday, January the 11th, 2021. Please do me a huge favor. Give this video a thumbs up, hashtag EIDL with your comments below. Copy and paste the exact title of this video and share it all over social media. And if you'd like to be one of 20 people that are going to win $500 in cold, hard cash when I give away my entire EIDL grant, whether I get one or not, I ask that you please subscribe right now and hit the bell. All right, Jason, you got that big 2-pound watch. What is the brand on this thing? It's a Swiss watch. Anybody who's a watch collector knows exactly what kind of watch this is. Where the hell you been? You're supposed to be here between noon and 3 p.m. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a life. I have a family. I got a business. I got a lot of things going on, but here I am. And we're about 25 minutes away from the SBA violating the law because if you've been following along, according to the bill that became law on Sunday, December the 27th at 5 p.m. East Coast time, when you-know-who gave it as John Hancock, the SBA had 15 days. Well, 15 days is going to run out in about 20 minutes when we hit 5 p.m. East Coast time on Monday the 11th. So is it a surprise to you that the SBA, the same SBA who's been capping the grant when they actually had the money at $1,000 per employee and the loans at 150 Gs when they're supposed to be up here where they're $2 million where they belong? By the way, we got any GNR fans? Welcome to the jungle. It seems to get worse here every day, although we are having a good time. We're having a good time. Ladies, fellas, we're having a good time, right? We've been in the weeds now for 10 months. We're days away, if not hours, from getting you this money. So what's up with these rumors? I'm really going to set the YouTube community on fire. But I've got a realization, thanks to somebody who's connected to Steve Chabot. And if you will give me upwards of 10 minutes, there should be no more doubts that it's $10,000 or the balance thereof. And all these other channels, with all due respect, including some publications within the last 2 hours that keep saying $1,000 per employee, I want to put an end to it. As if I haven't done it already, but today I'm really going to put an end to it because I have from very good source, and it'll make sense to you if you'll give me the balance of 8 minutes. All right, Jason, just get to the point, would you? Rumor number one, there's a problem with the portal related to the low-income community. They got a slow start getting back from the holiday, and they discovered a glitch or two. Because if you go to SBA.gov, they haven't changed a damn thing. In fact, if you go into the EIDL section and scroll down to the grant, it's the same language that's been there since July. There's no more EIDL grant money. It's the same thing. They haven't adjusted the website at all. So that's the first rumor. They were slow getting back from the holidays. I told you there was going to be problems with the code or getting this damn thing live. So they might need another day to upwards of a week. I'm hearing as far as out is potentially the weekend. I hope not. But I'll be here every day between noon and 3, maybe 4, to give you the news as I know it. Now, this one is juicy. Not a guarantee. Not a guarantee. But I have from, I would consider, relatively good sources. There's a clash between the outgoing administration and the incoming. Because think about this. Don't you think it was a little odd, the timing, when President-elect Biden announced the incoming of Isabel Guzman, who again is an employee, former employee of Miss Karen Mills, who ran the SBA under the Obama administration. She said in the pinned comment, I know you keep saying the same thing, Jason, but watch the Facebook Live with Big Ben Cardin, who wants to wipe out the EIDL loan altogether so you don't pay him a dime. Watch it. Karen Mills is the former boss of the incoming Isabel Guzman. And I thought it was a little odd that they announced this when we're waiting on a portal to be launched. So there's a rumor out there, and it's not a guarantee, but it's a rumor that they don't want you-know-who, Miss Carranza, handling the rollout of the grant, especially with respect to Section 332, which applies to most of you. And that's what? To get you $10,000 if they ran out of money, or the balance thereof because you got shafted at $1,000 per employee. But allow me to read. By the way, you may ask, that's my penmanship. Not bad. But if you ever wondered, the guy that's famous, the guy that's got 10 million subs, he's got his own channel now. I think he's got millions of sponsors. I'm fast forwarding to about 2023. If you ever wondered what I write like, there it is. Not bad. But anyway, The reason I do that is I'm a simple man. I have all my videos on my iPhone 10. There's no mics. There's no editing. I've never edited. I don't ever want to edit. I want to give you the real deal. I've had senior moments. I've had stuttering. That's all, folks. I don't take that out. Why do you think people sit around to the end of a movie to watch the bloopers? They want to see their Hollywood heroes make a mistake. Well, you're going to get to see me make tons of mistakes over the next 20 or 30 years. So, I've gotten it written down. Please humor me. When this video is done, go to the pinned comment from Steve Chabot, ranking member of the House Committee for Small Business. He's the chairman, Republican out of Ohio. Happens to be in a middle to high income area of Lebanon. So do you think it's true that he's going to let his constituents get shafted because it's only low income like everybody else except for Jason is saying? No. So somebody very well connected to Mr. Steve Chabot said, Jason, take the one-page document, thank you so much for doing this, and take the bullet points and correlate it with 331 and 332. So I want you to pull it up. Maybe some of you can do it right now. The one-pager from Steve Chabot. Under the EIDL section, the first bullet point is section 331. This is a summary. Steve created a one-page summary of the 5,000-page bill, pages 2184 to 2208, with respect to EIDL. So everybody in the media, if they would just take some common sense and some time to read it, would be able to tell the truth to the American people. But they haven't. So I have to do it for you. Bullet number 1 is 331. Wow, that rhymes. Bullet number 1 of Steve's one-pager is section 331. That's $20 billion for low income. You got to have fewer than 300 employees, and you got to show an economic loss of 30% or greater. What is that? Take January and February of 2020. You were probably doing well. And then between March and December, take any of your 2 worst months back to back. Any of your 2 worst. So if you were bringing in 10 grand in January and February, and then May and June was off a cliff, and you went down more than 30%, you qualify. You may have to send in your bank statements if you live in low income, and that's about 40% of you. Sign and drive within 21 days, we hope. If they follow that rule in the law, the money will be in your account. The second bullet point, and please bear with me. Vitaly, are you listening? Ryder over at Skip, are you listening? How about me, Kevin? Somebody get this to him. Bullet number 2 is section 332. That rhymes too. Bullet number 2 is section 332. It says, and I'm going to read it to you, quote, creates a process for existing EIDL advanced grantees. There's 5.7 million that got a grant, 1,000 per employee. Or if you applied and they had no money, it creates a process for you as well for existing EIDL advanced grantees already in the system, already in the queue, that receive less than 10 grand to reapply. Now, does that mean we're going to have to go reapply to another portal? We don't know yet. If they're smart, it's going to be a private email, hopefully within the next 48 hours, with an embedded link. Go here, check this, verify that, maybe send in something if we think you're full of shit. And within 21 days, you're going to get it. So allow me to continue to read. Creates a process for existing EIDL advanced grantees, that's you, that receive less than 10 grand to reapply for the difference between what they received and the maximum EIDL advance grant of $10,000 or the balance thereof. So as I said in my last video, in section 332, which I believe is 40 billion, it strikes 20 billion, puts in 40 billion. I believe it's 40 billion for middle and high income, kind of would make sense. And then the other third is 20 billion for low income. That's section 331. So as I said in yesterday's video, it's the maximum of 10 grand minus the amount already received, or as in 332, as I read out loud yesterday, the recipient, you, shall request from the administrator an amount to be paid out within the next 21 days. Are you going to request $1,000 per employee? Hell no. You're going to request $10,000. Or in case you didn't hear me, creates a process for existing EIDL advanced grantees, that's you, that receive less than $10,000 to reapply. I don't know what that looks like yet. So please ask me that question 100 times in the comments below. This is why I got so many gray hairs. I didn't have this much gray a year ago. I didn't. I was almost all the way dark, but this has just really run my ass to the ground, but it's part of what I send up. It's karmic debt. It's karmic debt. I was a hellraiser in my 20s. I'm convinced this is God's way of saying, all right, you son of a bitch, you're going to suffer like you've never suffered for 10 months. But in the end, you're going to get these people their money and you're going to go on to start a business and everybody's going to make a bloody fucking fortune for all you F-bomb haters over the next 20 to 30 years. Get you the difference between what you received, $1,000 per employee, and the maximum advance grant of $10,000. So ladies and gentlemen, by the way, the third bullet point on Steve's one-pager, and again, it's pinned in the top comment, has to do with $20 million for anti-fraud detection. That's also in section 332. That's where they strike and replace. So until next time, always remember, I love each and every one of you guys. I am going to be right. You're getting $10,000 or the balance thereof. They're going to remove the caps real soon. They're going to give you another 6 months of working capital. I'm about to launch a business where you're going to be able to promote your company. I'm going to help each and every one of you make a fortune over the next 10, 20, 30 years. And oh, by the way, 200 of you, actually 200, maybe I should, 20 of you are going to get a chance to win $500 in cold hard cash, whether I get my $10,000 grant or not. So until next time, always remember I love you, and thanks for watching.